going to work the cast off for this triple knitting. Now, it's not as hard as anybody thinks it is, but this should help you figure out what to do. So we're going to slip the first stitch and purl the second stitch in the set. And then slip the next stitch, bring the yarn to the back, slip, bring the yarn to the front, purl, slip the next stitch, bring the yarn to the back, slip the next stitch, bring yarn to the front, and purl. What we're going to do is we're going to do this all along here until we reach this side, and I'm going to do that now. And that's going to bring one of our threads to the opposite side. Next, we're going to bring our circulars to the beginning again. Okay, what I'm going to do is a little bit different. I'm going to slip the first stitch, bring the yarn to the front, slip purlwise, or slip knitwise, transfer them back purlwise, and then I'm going to purl both of those stitches in the back leg to orientate the stitch so the purple is showing on the back of the work. I'm going to bring my yarn to the back, slip purlwise, bring yarn to the front, slip knitwise, slip knitwise, slip both those back purlwise, and then purl both in the back legs like that. And I'm going to continue doing that. Bring yarn to the back all the way across. Slip, slip, purl, yarn to the back, slip, yarn to the front, slip, slip, purl. I'll try to go just a little bit slower so you can see what I'm doing. Yarn is held to the back, slip the first stitch purlwise, bring the yarn to the front, slip the next stitch knitwise, slip the next stitch knitwise, slip both back purlwise, and then going from the back into both stitches, purl in the back leg and off, and bring the yarn to the back. Slip, front, slip, slip, purl. And now both of our ends are at the end here, and we're just going to pull our cable needle so we can end here again. Now at this point in time we can use a Kitchener stitch, and what you can do if you like is to separate the blue and the purple stitches onto two separate, or you can just do Kitchener straight off the needle, and this is how we're going to attempt this. So what you need to do here is we'll need to set it up. I've already put my needle onto my thread onto my darning needle, and what we need to do here is set the row up. So the first thing you need to do is put the needle in as if to purl on the first stitch and pull that all the way through. The next step is to go into the back between the first and second stitches. I just like to bring it here, bring your needle around and enter that stitch as if to knit, and then pull your yarn through. Now what that did is it just set up the row to continue for the Kitchener stitch off of one needle for the rest of the row. So continuing on. So what we'll do is we'll insert our darning needle into the first stitch as if to knit and pull it off the needle and bring our string through. Then we're going to go to our next knit stitch, which isn't this one, it will be this one, and then we insert our needle as if to purl, pull our yarn through, but leave everything on the needle. The next step, as I said, is we'll have to go into the next stitch as if to purl, pull it off the needle, pull the yarn through, and then come in behind between these two stitches again, and then insert the needle as if to knit and pull your yarn through. And it's just a repeat of that over and over again. So we'll try it again. As if to knit off, pull yarn through. As if to purl on the second stitch, pull yarn through. As if to purl and off, pull yarn through. And then in between the two stitches and into that stitch knitwise, pull yarn through. Again, as if to knit off, pull yarn through. As if to purl on the second stitch, pull yarn through. As if to purl on the first stitch off, pull yarn through. Between the two stitches, as if to knit on the purple stitch, pull yarn through. And it's just that over and over until we reach the end. Knit off, purl off, and just get the ends a tug. So as you can see, that gave us a very lovely closure for our triple knit, and it matches the tubular cast on the bottom. So this is a very nice way to cast on and cast off. And that's it. You've now learned how to cast off while triple knitting.